Chandawassia Bay, West Papua, October 2012. Myself and a very good friend of mine, Mark Gerlach, adventured off to dive with the whale sharks. This is one of the few places in the world that you can scuba dive with the whale sharks. But what's so unique about this particular section is the whale sharks come here to feed off the nets off the bagans or the local fishing boats in Chandawassia Bay. You can see in this footage where the whale sharks are coming up to the nets and literally sucking the bait fish through the nets. It was a fantastic privilege to be diving with these awesome creatures, and what a trek. Perth, Bali, Jakarta, Makassar, Sorong, and from Sorong over to Manokwari, and finally a boat trip over to Chandawassia Bay. Got a bird's eye view of the bagans, or the fishing boats. And this is the vessel, Seahorse, that we actually stayed on. So from Seahorse, we took a tender, went for a short ride out to the local bagan, and as soon as we got to the first bagan, we were greeted by these magnificent creatures. Look at the size of the head on that thing. So once we were there, it was into the water, and away we go. My orange fins do stand out a little bit. And even if you're snorkeling, these massive creatures just push you aside so that they can get their little bit of a feed. But they are so gentle. They may nudge you aside, but that's about it. When these creatures go past you, the fin stops, and the moment it goes past, they start swimming again. And to be with these guys is truly an awesome experience. They know we're there, and they're quite happy to let us do our photography and videography while they just swim around and do their thing. Typically, there was anywhere between 3 and 8 whale sharks on a bagan. The most we had was 8, and they varied from say 2 to 8 meters. This guy got a little bit friendly, coming a little bit quite close to the camera there. There's my mate Mark Gerlach doing his thing with his camera. On this particular video, what you're going to be watching is the whale sharks feeding off the bagans, that's off the fishing vessels, using this new learned habit where they suck the bait fish through the fishing net. On the next video, you're going to see some natural feeding where I was fortunate to go down to about 25 meters and witness whale sharks feeding on krill coming through the water. So that was truly unique. Quite interesting seeing all the bait fish hanging around all the whale sharks. So you've got quite a few remora, and they're all tagging along for a bit of a ride. There we go, sucking on the nets again. They're just doing their thing. They were not fazed by the divers in any way, shape or form. Some of the younger ones around at 3 or 4 meters, they were, I wouldn't say aggressive, but they let you know that they were there and let you know that, hey, we're bigger than you. But these larger ones, they were such gentle giants. They let us come right up to them, put our video cameras and still cameras right in their faces with the flashes and the strobes, and they just did their own thing. Trying to hold the video camera out of the water while the whale sharks bobbing up and down, that was a bit of a feat. One of the hardest things to do was not to take these magnificent creatures for a swim. It was just such a temptation to do so. I hope you've enjoyed this footage. Please pass it around if you have. Thank you for your time.